Ladies and gentlemen, Kim here. Welcome to the daily update. Hope you guys had a good day trading. Today, market is up about 1% there. On the S&P Nasdaq 1.9%, semiconductor 3.2%, Dow flat, Russell 2000 0.8%, transport, banks, energy, biotech, home builders, retail, emerging market. These guys are all green today. Looks like healthcare and utilities are the only sectors printing red numbers. Bitcoin down quite heavily. Gold, silver, miners up a little bit. Dollar down, oil up, treasury bond flat. VIX is down about 5% there. Let's do it. S&P 500 ETF. Spider! 65-minute chart here. So this is what we closed yesterday. And that we extensively talked about the fact that we were dealing with the rising pivot here. I'm going to zoom out later and you'll see that pink dotted moving average. The best case scenario for the bulls was to gap it above it. And we didn't see a big gap up. It was a very slight gap up. But I guess it was just enough to kind of slightly go above that pivot, the purple dotted moving, purple dotted resistance pivot there. It was small enough to get above it, and you can see that lower wick on the first hour and came down, retested it as new support. So you can see on the first hour, second hour, and third hour, right? Prior resistance acting as new support. Some might call this a bull flagging pattern right here. And we did see continuation to the upside 4th hour, 5th hour, and 6th hour. So we did see, we are seeing continuation move today after a big gap up and a follow through move yesterday. So I'm going to zoom out here and you'll see what I was talking about on that rising pivot. As you can see right here, right? This is a important pivot. It's going all the way back to early October. You can see that prior resistance here, and then right late October, early November, another resistance. And that's where we closed, just right on it yesterday. And you can see on the first and second and third hour today, we used that prior resistance as new support. And the bulls are really eyeing on 410 vicinity right here. All the boss bears have retreated to this level. This gap, right? This gap right here, this down gap, that opened down back in early September. And this was the selling pressure that killed the market for about a month and a half. It was trading at 410 and it went down to as low as 350, right? I mean, that's what? 15% tankage? As you can see, that's a 15% decline in just little over a month. That's a huge tankage, knowing the fact that we've been in this downtrend this entire year. And that 15% on top of what we were already suffering on the S&P, getting another 15% was a huge, huge deal. I mean, the sentiment was so bearish. And so all of that came about with this down gap. And then down gap still open. And something that I talked about yesterday, I'm going to mention it again today. As long as this down gap remains open, the bears are not going anywhere. Let's check out that oscillator. So the oscillator is now working with this overbought sentiment here. So if I go back to here, that's overbought. Here, that's overbought. Here, that's overbought. Here, that's overbought. And because we are gotten above this rising pivot, we're above all the moving averages. You got micro term here, my short term here, my midterm, and the long term. Keep in mind, when this thing did tank 15% right here with this huge down gap, where was my long term? Where was my midterm? You can see that long term and the midterm moving out. The price was underneath my midterm and the long term moving average. That means because the market was been coming down, we were in this downtrend, and then that move here we saw that up move was within the downtrend. It was at lower high vicinity, while that midterm and the long-term moving averages were just right there, right? Today's a bit different. Where is the midterm, long-term moving average? Right here. You can see you do not see the midterm or long-term moving averages here. They're down here. Do you see the difference, right? I think real battle is going to be fought in this vicinity here, right? We're talking 403, 411, right? All the big bears, all the boss bears are hanging out in that vicinity, and they're going to do their best to make sure to protect it. If the bulls want to see price higher than 410, they got to make sure to fill this down gap. If the bears do not want to give the bulls more real estate, the bears must protect this. Now I'm going to come back for you. We'll reassess the situation. Enjoy your evening. Go trading tomorrow.